Don't be afraid to adjust late. Okay, when he comes in like that, if you feel like you need, I mean, if you felt good there, then that's fine. But you've got time to make an adjustment.
How's that?
You look good. I like it today. You look good. Well, first, before I get into that, I wanted to address your plate work yesterday. You were balling verbally a lot of pitches that were in the dirt. Okay, there's no need to call pitches that are in the dirt. I do like your voice on balls that need to be called balls, but just get rid of that when it's in the dirt, over the catcher's head, whatever. You don't need to verbally say ball. What was it you wanted?
Using balls or strikes.
Oh yeah. So we had a plate umpire working yesterday, who on consecutive pitches, strike one and strike two, we had a fastball right down the middle, and his timing was smack, strike. And then the next pitch that the guy threw was a backdoor breaking ball that was clearly borderline, and it was smack, strike. Okay? That tells everyone, especially when it happens back to back like that you're not sure. And that's why our timing has to be consistent across the board. And the only way to do that, there's no way to fake your timing. You can't do that, you know, where you count to two after you see the pitch, or you read the catcher's glove or anything like that. If you use your eyes properly on every pitch, meaning that you see the ball into the catcher's mitt before you make your decision, your timing will be the same. Okay? But if you see a fastball right down the middle and you're saying, all right, that's a strike, and then it hits the mitt, I'm going to call that quicker than the one that's borderline and I need all of the information on. So allow yourself to see the pitch every single time. Every pitch. All the way into the glove, then you make up your mind, and then you call it. Now, the only time you would move toward it is if it's a possible trouble ball.
Okay.
If it's just a clean base hit to left field, then you don't need to move. Okay. If it's a possible trouble ball that you feel like you need to gain ground to and that you're possibly going to go out on, then you can move in that direction. Okay. But those are steps with a purpose.
Yes.
Guys, I feel like we're all really close here as the third base umpire to second base.
You know, I saw that yesterday too.
Hey, look great. Hey, take a look.
Cut out for this.
I'm talking about our distance in relation to second base, okay? Think about it this way. So if this is second base for me, the distance between me and that base is how much time I have as the ball turns me to react to the play. I don't know what's happening back here.
I know myself, I got caught up when he was. Hey, yo, keep that, man.
The turf is no longer on fire. Pittsburgh scored a field goal, 3-0 Pittsburgh.
Oh man, I can't wait to see some video of that. So, where's Danny? Oh, he's still on. So we've had 3-2 for a couple pitches now, but our plate umpire just re-gave the 3-2 count, which is kind of unnecessary. So, new third base umpire. Come here. So what we had in that situation was really both guys, the plate umpire did it also, but hey, don't give up on that play. It's not out. He's not out until your first base umpire calls him out. So as you're coming across, just keep coming. You see the play happen. Yeah, that's wide open. He's out. You can start throttling down at that point. You don't have to be in full sprint mode, but just keep your eyes on the play until you see your first base umpire call him out. Okay. Because that one time out of 1,000, that's something, the guy like pulled his foot by just that much, something happens. Not only do you want to see all that stuff and see what's going on, we don't want to be running back towards third base, and we still have a runner at first. So that was a little one. Mm-hmm. Everything else you've been doing last couple innings has been good, so keep working. Danny, with this plate umpire, it looks like he's leaning a bit. No, that way. So his feet are in this position and he's going down, and then he realizes his head wants to come back this way. So we got to get his feet. We want that gig line lined up. If you can tell those guys to talk to him. So I'm gonna talk to him after this inning, but that staying set after the ball call is unnecessary. You know, it's one of those artificial timing devices that guys use because they were told once that they should have slower timing. All right, you call the ball, you stand back up. There's no need to stay. There's no need to stay in our plate stance. Don't peek down, okay? You don't need to peek at him. Just feel where he goes and keep your eyes up on the pitcher. That's not so important with nobody on, but when you get a runner on base and if you peek, that's when you miss the balk.
Big improvement from yesterday.
With his plate stance? Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm at third if he comes.
Third base umpire. Can't drift this way when we have a rotation that's going to happen. Guys, that's a stay still play, okay? Hold your ground. If the ball drops, you've got plenty of time to react to a possible force play at third, okay? But if it's caught and we have something that's going to happen at second base and we've given up ground toward third base already, now we've got to work harder to get back in there to see whatever we needed to see at second base.
Well, I want to talk in
Left.
Third. First base umpire. First base umpire.
especially on this field.
So what do we got there?
We got third base guy going out. We got a runner in second,
Yeah.
tagging, and he goes halfway and then he retreats back.
So what are our possible plays in that situation for you?
Third or back to second.
Yeah. So and where do you need to be?
Split the difference a little
Exactly.
more.
Come across. No, not even a little more. Not you didn't. I mean, you just stayed on that side of the infield.
All right.
So
Well, yeah, I could have.
you got to come over to this. Now you're working two-man. Okay. So we got to get to this corner of the working area where we can react to a developing play wherever it is at second or third base. But from the first base side of the working area, you're handcuffed as far as what your options are.
Basically, I should have been in the middle.
You gotta come
Wherever
across.
The throw was, and that's where I go.
So now we have it. Yeah, we got it. That's a good job by our third base umpire. Basically asking the shortstop if he's going to be playing tight, playing up in there. So if we need to, we can take an adjustment step to our left. Even though that's going to put us more behind the mound, we don't want to be in the way of the shortstop making a play towards home. I'd say if this were me, I would probably take one step to the left here. Just because a ball that's hit right at me, that shortstop's going to be coming hard towards me. Yep, there we go. Look at that. Hey, that was good. Do you feel like you were a little close to him? Okay.
Hey, Cloud.